All right, so today we're diving into a topic that I think a lot of us can relate to.
Yeah.
How to move more throughout the day.
Yeah.
Especially,
Especially
for people like me who are stuck at their desk for hours.
Yeah.
Endlessly.
Yeah, totally.
And this is actually inspired by a listener question.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, someone wrote in and was like, how can I get more movement in my day?
Yeah, makes sense.
So,
Yeah.
we all know exercise is good for us, right?
Yes.
But what about those times, when you can't quite fit in a full workout?
Right. Exactly.
Or just even just during the workday,
Yeah.
What are some things that, if we're just sitting at our desk all day, what are we missing out on?
Well, the thing is, you're still, even if you're not going for, a run or going to the gym or whatever, you're still burning calories throughout the day.
Right.
Just by, moving around. And, there's actually a term for it. It's called NEAT, and it stands for Non-Exercise Activity Thermogenesis.
Neat. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's basically any movement you do outside of a structured workout.
Right, exactly. It's even tapping your foot or just stretching your arms or getting up to walk to the water cooler. All of that stuff counts.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And the science behind it is actually really cool. There are studies that show that people who just naturally fidget more can burn hundreds of extra calories a day.
Hundreds?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
Right.
I always kind of thought of neat as just a fancy word for fidgeting.
It is kind of, but it's also there's a lot of research to support that it's actually really beneficial for you.
Okay.
So it's not just a silly thing. It can actually help you lose weight and manage your weight better. It can boost your metabolism. It can improve your mood, your energy levels, all sorts of things.
So it's kind of sneaky exercise, I guess.
It is. It is sneaky exercise.
Okay, so I like that. But, I'm thinking about my own day.
Yeah.
And I'm how do I actually incorporate more neat,
Right.
If I'm just I get in the zone, I'm working, I'm at my desk.
I think the biggest thing is to try to be intentional about it,
I know.
Because it's easy to just kind of get stuck in your routine and not even realize how much you're sitting.
Yeah.
So even just setting a reminder on your phone to stand up every 30 minutes or something.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Or if you're on a phone call, instead of just sitting at your desk, you could stand up and pace around.
Oh, yeah.
Or even just stand there,
Okay.
You don't have to be doing anything crazy, but just getting up and moving around a little bit can make a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Even just little things.
Right.
It's better than nothing.
It totally is. And I think, a lot of people have jobs where they have to sit at a desk all day.
Yeah.
But you can still find ways to move more, even if it's just taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or parking farther away from the building, or walking around during your lunch break.
Or those times when I'm walking to the printer.
Yeah.
I could do calf raises or something.
Exactly. Or if you're waiting for the microwave to heat up your food.
Yeah.
You could do some squats.
Yeah.
There's always little opportunities to move, even if it's just for a few seconds here and there.
And it all adds up.
It does. It all adds up.
This is making me feel a little bit better about my desk job.
Good. I'm glad.
So, okay. So, we've talked about a lot of different ways to move more throughout the day.
Yeah.
But I think, the main takeaway here is that it's not about overhauling your entire life.
Yeah.
Or becoming a marathon runner or something.
Right.
It's just about making small, consistent changes that you can actually stick with.
Exactly. And it's also about finding something that you enjoy,
Yeah, that's a good point.
If you hate running, then don't run.
Yeah.
Find something else that you like to do, whether it's dancing or swimming or hiking or whatever.
Right.
And then just make it a part of your routine.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be, super intense or anything.
No, not at all.
It can just be fun and enjoyable.
Exactly. And the more you move, the better you'll feel. You know?
That's a good reminder.
So even if it's just starting with a few minutes a day, just do something. You know?
I like that. So just try to be more mindful about how much you're moving.
Yeah.
And find little ways to sneak it in throughout the day.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, I think this has been super helpful.
I'm glad.
Any final thoughts that you want to leave our listeners with?
I guess I would just say, really think about what works for you and what kind of movement feels good to you.
Yeah.
And what are some small changes that you can make this week to just get yourself moving a little bit more, because it really does make a difference, even if it's just a little bit.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of your insights with us today.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
And thanks to all of you for listening to this deep dive.
Yes. Thanks, everyone.
Be sure to tune in next time for another deep dive into, whatever
Whatever we decide on. Yeah.
whatever we decide on.
All right. See you next time.
See you later.